Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Shit. Hi, Andrew.
Hello.
So first of all, my name is David Ellsworth Maybrook, and of course here with me today is Andrew W. Cotter. Was I not supposed to say that your name is Andrew Cotter? Is that the immediate reveal that you do not want me to say?
No, that's public information.
Oh my god.
That's not a hidden fact.
Well, what was I correct about the middle initial being
W. Yeah, actually. My middle name
Woodsworth?
My middle name is Winston.
Damn. That's legitimate? Andrew Winston Cotter?
It's I don't know how familiar you are with the Overwatch character, Winston.
Oh yeah, I love Overwatch.
Yeah, that's where I got it.
That's
where
awesome.
My parents got it. Yeah.
My name is David Ellsworth Maybrook. Okay, I'm talking way back in the day. My great grandfather's middle name, if you will. So you got your vaccine.
Not yet. I am getting my vaccine soon.
Nice. I still think I'm like a month out from getting my vaccine, if you will, my ultimate vaccine.
Are you ready for the powers that you're gonna get as a result from it?
Yeah, bro. I was gonna say, actually, I'm fucking anti-vax, so I'm not getting the motherfucking vaccine, bro. I'm never getting that shit, ever.
Oh man.
I'm not afraid of impending doom from the CDC. Okay, whatever those freaks say at the CDC, I'm not afraid of impending doom.
Now, what define doom? Like, what kind of doom are we talking about here?
Well, I didn't exactly read the article, so the only thing that I can kind of gather from that is either, of course, a zombie apocalypse, which I have been quite obsessed with lately. Okay, the sort of maybe a black plague type scenario.
That'd be nice.
Or we have like some sort of meteor and rocket that destroys us from the inside out.
It'd be interesting if the CDC was the one telling us about an impending meteor. That would
that would actually be cool. What kind
of
medicine can you come up with that CDC?
Yeah. Right? Come on, cure the meteor.
Now you do a little bit of music, right? You're into musical studies. Is that what you're studying currently?
Yeah, I am a musical composer in the likes of Beethoven.
Yeah,
Mozart.
Beethoven.
Yeah.
What kind of music do you do?
I rap, and it's something that I'm always conscious of telling people because
oh my god,
I imagine in like the 90s or maybe even in the 2000s when you said you were a rapper, it was like it carried more weight and it was less immediately cringy to tell somebody that you rap.
Nowadays, you might think hometown rapper. You might think
Yeah.
And listen, nothing against hometown rapper, of course. I love my hometown babies, but when it comes to hometown rapper, it might carry a little bit of weight now. I don't know.
I think it carries a bit of a negative connotation, which I understand.
But you've been pumping out some good music lately. You've been, I don't know, the past 2 months, right? You've been doing some school bus. We got to wave to
bus,
the awesome bus driver.
Yep. Yeah.
You've been pumping out a bunch of music lately.
Yeah, I have. It's been fun. It's been a lot of work. It's a lot of bullshit involved with that, but it's fun.
Wow.
It's a cool thing that I do.
And how are the people that because you produce with some folks, am I correct?
I don't handle any of the production, which is funny because I started off producing. I've been quote unquote producing for like 5-6 years, and if you were to listen to anything that I made, it doesn't sound like it at all. It sounds like I've been producing for like
a couple of months.
Yeah,
sure.
Because I suck. But
are you a control freak over the way that your stuff kind of gets produced? Are you constantly or do you let kind of the producer have some creative control?
I usually defer to the producer in terms of how not necessarily how the final track should sound in terms of vocals, but I have a horrible ear for mix like an audio mix. I'm terrible at
Wow.
hearing the different subtleties and how my voice sounds because I hear my voice and it's disgusting. That's just, and I don't think that's ever going to change. I'm not a fan of my voice.
Are you someone that as soon as you hear your voice, you are immediately turned off and you're not you kind of you don't think you can necessarily do the job?
Um, you get more used to it the more you hear your voice. I think everybody is a universal phenomenon. The first
Yeah.
time you hear your voice, it's like scarring because it's so different from how you hear it. Wave hi to the children again. They're passing by.
A school
Um,
bus.
School bus, yep. So the more it's kind of like exposure therapy. The more often you hear it, the less jarring it is. Now, I don't think I could hear myself sing because I'm an awful singer, and
bro,
that's
you
not
couldn't be
about.
in the chorus. I could see
Yeah,
you in the chorus.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah.
yeah,
But that's not really what you do. You're kind of a rapper, okay? And
right.
a straight up rapper. I'm not talking no BS.
No BS.
You but
no.
I guess I don't know. Like when I heard your songs, your sweet little music, it was a little bit more on the mellow side. So I don't think it was almost, I don't want to say it was just like you were kind of talking because you were singing, but you were sort of sprouting a series of words out of your mouth, very fast and rhymically, if you will.
That is what rapping is. It tends to be words that rhyme in a kind of rhythmic delivery. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was good. It was definitely some good first two albums. Are you planning on doing more albums?
Yeah, I had one that actually is supposed to be out already, but we hit a few snags on some things that I'm working on. Polishing it up and hopefully getting it out either this week or next week. I mean, I'm a nobody, so it's not like there's a whole lot of people waiting.
It's gonna matter.
Yeah, it's gonna matter, baby.
I mean, you kind of did gain a little bit of traction though on Instagram as you kind of started up your rapper post. Man of Met, we should probably say what the name of the rapper is. Man of Met.
Yep.
But you did gain a little bit of traction and followers and fans. No.
Yeah, I have a solid 100 or so followers on Instagram. As we know, that's big. Any number beyond 10 or 11, I start to lose what that means conceptually. I don't know that humans are built to understand numbers beyond, you know, 12,
you don't want
13.
more than 10 or 11 followers typically. That's what I
I'm thinking about going through and just kind of blocking a few of those people, just, you know.
I would if I were you.
Stay to my roots of a dozen or so people.
Yeah. When you said you were going to do a song like, what's his name? Thomas McDonald or whatever.
Thomas the Tank Engine?
Is that, yeah.
Yeah.
Thomas the Tank?
I definitely want to go into the Tom McDonald.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, white people just have it so hard these days. And I don't think people appreciate that.
He's solid. I mean, so Manomet, okay, that's sort of the Manomet way that you go. And Manomet is our ultimate hometown that we kind of all grew up in. Not necessarily me, but it's considered a village here in Massachusetts, which is so awesome. And I will say I did hang out quite a bit there. So tell me, why'd you choose that name?
It's pretty easy. I chose like 4 names before that.
Yeah.
And they all ended up being taken by somebody else or a band or something like that. And it got to the point where I was like, okay, I guess I'll do something with Manomet because nobody is from here. And I figured, okay, Met Boy, which in hindsight is cringe, and I'm glad I didn't go with that.
No, that would have been cool. That would have been cool. Met Boy. Oh, that would have been awesome.
I was like, you know, Man of Met sounds like horrible, but also Q-Tip and 50 Cent and Eminem, those are all pretty bad names. And it's just the more you get used to it, the more it's like, yeah, no, totally.
I like it. It's not bad. I'll admit it's kind of the first name that I have not, no offense, cringed at, if you will, that you've come up with.
Yeah, no. There were some rough ones.
I did like Kaleo, right? But that was
good. And then it turns out that and that one, I was just like, what the fuck? I can't think of a name. And then I saw it on a license plate, and I was like, okay, yeah, that works. Kaleo. And it turns out it didn't work because there's already a R&B singer or something along those lines.
Yeah, I remember hearing that band on, of course, Radio 92.9, which is a super popular Boston, Massachusetts radio station. But then you chose Nuff Said, which was pretty cool. I brought you to a Providence outing for that, isn't that true?
That's right. Yep.
And we'll describe a little bit about what that experience was like.
That was so at the time, that was more just for the sake of getting into the rhythm of working with other people, being more in a community, quote unquote, of people making music. And that was a fun experience. Not that I gained so much traction from that, and that's more because I was doing those events when I didn't have any music out. So it's not like there was anything to capitalize on. Or
yeah, did you want to sort of make connections? Was that your main goal at that time?
Yes and no. I mean, it was worthwhile meeting more people and seeing the kind of pursuits that people in the similar in the same area were working towards. But
there were some cool kids out there that we met. I mean, there were some real fast white boys, some real fast white boy rappers out there. Hardcore Eminem, baby. I mean, they were pretty good.
There were some great people. There were some cringy people, myself included. And
I mean, they seemed to like you though. Everybody came up to you. They're like, "Oh my god, Andrew, enough said was fucking sick." That's what everybody said right after. But now, man, and Matt, I think that you have kind of established yourself in the new roots here, pretty well. Okay, so congratulations, if you will,
Thank you.
Now you watched the Snyder cut. No, that glorious.
That was great.
Did you give it a 10 out of 10?
I feel like it's a substantial improvement over the original film.
Was that Joss Whedon?
That was Joss Whedon. But I think Joss Whedon, it turns out, is like a horrible person and like creep. So I'm not going to defend him personally, but I will say that
him and the Joker, they worked well together, if you will.
I will say that I don't think anybody could have made that movie work in 2 hours.
Aside from Schneider, which he did 4 hours, but
I mean, he couldn't even make it work at 2 hours.
Yeah. I mean, he had to make it 4 to set up the alternate universes that are going to happen. So
that's probably one of the bigger problems with the cut that I have, outside of none of the characters being all that interesting outside of Cyborg, none of the movie not really having any coherent
Jared Leto was in that movie.
Who was that?
First of all, Jared Leto was in that movie.
Jared Leto.
You can't go wrong with Jared.
What did you think of that scene?
We are in a society or whatever?
That wasn't even in the movie, dude.
That was just in the trailer, right?
Yeah. Which is horrible.
That's awesome.
I hate that Jared Leto ad-libbed it, because that means I have to give him credit. But and it wasn't even the movie. But what was in the movie was him offering to give Batman a reach around.
Oh, sexy, if you will.
Yep.
So there was a bit of a porn scene between the bats, and
Yep.
Jared Leto's Joker.
Yeah. And they did have sex, and that was.
I still haven't seen the movie, so don't spoil the movie for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have mentioned that. Yeah.
Now we should probably talk a little bit about our origin, if you will, because that's an awesome thing to talk about on these sort of podcasty type things.
Of course.
We sort of, I guess we met before high school a little bit, but that was ultimately where I got to know you was in high school, if you will.
That's right.
I think that the first time I met you was over Xbox Live, which is cool.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Don't you remember?
On Xbox
Live.
I remember. How can you forget the glory days of Xbox 360 online? That was a special time.
My name was a largemouth cat. I don't remember what yours was. RB1 Kenobi.
RB1 Kenobi.
Yep.
And before that, it was like XXX Tragic XXX.
Nice. Even mine was very similar. Mine was XXI Spartan XXI.
Yep.
Before I was a largemouth cat, a space largemouth cat. But I remember you joined the Xbox Live party with me, and I remember having no idea who this motherfucker Andrew Cotter was or whatever. I remember being pissed off, because you were talking about wanting some Burger King or wanting some fast food like that, and I thought, shut up, okay,
shut up.
But now, of course, you've worked at many fast food restaurants, many fast food chains over the years. And you absolutely love those places.
Yeah, you just can't beat the professionalism.
I love them too.
The passion that people bring to fast food positions.
It's worth it. Those positions are really, really worth it.
Oh yeah.
But I was pissed off, I will say, in the Xbox Live chat. Just even hearing that sort of conversation where you were sort of offering someone to give you a ride.
Yep. And now about 10, 15 years later, nothing's changed.
Yeah, this podcast is just me pissing off the guests, if you will. You're bringing back some really good initial memories that we we ultimately had. But we became pretty close in high school, if you will, and sort of the whole group of Velcro, if you will.
That's right.
Banned word now. I don't know, Velcro. That's people don't want you to say that, I guess. I don't know. That's what we've been calling ourselves since before you even claim that trademark officially. Okay,
that's true.
I don't actually know if that's true, but
yeah,
but we call ourselves Velcro. We still do call ourselves Velcro, and we had some ultimate experiences at high school. Okay, I don't remember what any of them were, but with you, I only remember after you left, to be honest with you, because I was a senior. You already graduated, and I was going absolutely ham at that time, saying that I shit my pants and stuff like that. But that's really all I remember. I used to do awesome pranks, like running around saying I just shit my fucking pants, and everybody was like, oh.
People love that.
Yeah, people love that kind of humor.
Yep.
But you were kind of known for some awesome stuff in high school, right?
Oh yeah, I was captain of the football team. I was president of the
cheerleading
squad. Yep. I was principal for a brief stint.
When,
our principal had been kidnapped by some kind of
kangaroo
gang. Yeah.
Kangaroo gang. And
gang. Indigenous to Plymouth, Massachusetts.
But you legitimately did a show though at the end of the year, right? And I remember
this was on the South. That was great.
Yeah.
My first stint.
Did you mess up at all? Did you mess up at all during that?
No, it went flawlessly. it was perfect.
Yeah.
No issues there.
I mean, that honestly kind of did signify you. Once I saw you on that stage, I said you really could be a performer, kind of like the Man of Met himself.
Yeah. Maybe in the future, performances will involve less cough syrup, less writing the material literally right before I go on.
Did you feel like you like absolutely couldn't be on stage? So you did just a little teeny bit of cough syrup. I mean, you weren't feeling well that day, so
no. Yeah, there was a bit of nerves. I'm initially, I can't say I want to take it back because for one, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And for two, that's the lowest I'll ever be as a performer. Like you can't do any worse than I did that instance.
I thought it was pretty good personally. I was laughing during that performance, during that
the
scene.
Spider-Man, Spider. There are parts of that have aged like fine wine.
That was very, very good. We will describe what you did for the audience, if you will. Not everybody.
I don't remember the specifics of why I was like Man Spider. I think we had to be like a costume for a superhero or something like that. So I did Spider-Man, but it was literally like a man on with like a big thorax or whatever you call it attached to my ass, and I scurried around.
Yeah, that was cool.
The 60s Spider-Man theme was playing.
That was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And I did along the lines of the same thing, the senior talent show or whatever it was, if you will. And I was Sonic. Okay, if you've seen this channel before, you know about Sonic and my love for Sonic. That was a good movie. If you haven't seen that movie, check out Sonic, of course. So
I don't know if you heard about this, but apparently for Knuckles in the sequel, they're looking at getting our good close personal friend, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I do know Dwayne. He could be a good Knuckles.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
I don't know. It's definitely gonna be very funny. If you saw the first movie, that was a great movie with, of course, Jim Carrey, the perfect role to play Dr. Eggman,
who I've heard has signed on for 2 additional Sonic movies and 3 other appearances as Eggman.
Really? I've only heard about the second Sonic so far. I didn't hear about the other 3 movies that he was going to be in. So
yeah, so look forward to a lot more Jim Carrey as Eggman.
Yeah, that's a surprise to me. So listen, we're gonna have to wrap this up soon, but I did want to say, if you have sort of any music, Andrew, that you want to send my way, we could maybe possibly play it on the way out here. The Ultimate Man of Met.
Absolutely, I will. Now, it doesn't have to be music that I made, right? I could send you some Tom McDonald or some Uncle Adams.
Oh, I love Eminem.
Eminem, yep,
my
classic.
Top of the list, especially that one that's going viral on TikTok right now.
Which one is that?
I don't know how to describe it, but a bunch of the TikTokers, the famous TikTokers, are going. It's kind of like that. It has that noise to it.
Yeah, that sounds like Eminem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Sorry, I already came twice." Which is it's a cool song. Eminem does have some good stuff out there. Listen, now I used to like Eminem, so I can't diss him too hard. But
and another close personal friend of the group.
Yeah.
So I mean, we rash on him, but he still hangs out with us regularly, so we don't go too hard.
Dwayne Johnson and Eminem, baby. I hang out with those MFers, and we get into. Well, I won't speak for anyone else, but I get into some serious personal orgies and stuff with, of course, Dwayne and Eminem. So
yeah, I'd imagine you'd have them on as guests, but I know when they're around, it's hard for them to keep their hands off of you. And I know that this is
tough.
More of a family podcast, so
yeah,
that may be an issue.
We go family, house family style, if you will.
Yep.
So send along your music, of course. Where can people find you?
I am on Spotify. What's the Tidal? I'm on Tidal somehow. Apple Music, TikTok, YouTube, Amazon Music, all that. Basically anywhere where music is played, I am on there.
Now you do have a TikTok, Man of Met TikTok.
I do not, but my music is on there.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll get into TikTok. I don't know.
Have people kind of remixed your music and put it up on TikTok?
No, I don't see that happening for a while.
Oh my God.
Pretty much most of the music that I've been putting out has been more tuned to the old ass motherfucker demographic.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say the alt-right. Like
yeah.
Thomas. Well, he's not necessarily alt-right. He's just kind of cool.
He's just kind of a based dude.
Yeah.
Really the technical term.
That's absolutely correct. Listen, Andrew Cotter, Man of Met, whatever. It was such a pleasure having you on Sweet Cherry Suck today. And that's pretty much it. This is the end of the interview.
Peace. Is the end.
You know I hold tight to the mic like a serpent below the earth's surface. Real heads I lurk with to put work into things uncertain. Still better than indentured service in the circus. Pay is on par with peanuts, but I pledge allegiance. No bucks come between us and thus I've been thrust to deep.